After leaving Astoria, we weren't sure what we were going to find today.
There'd been a lot of rain and talks of possible mudslides in the gorge.
So the big question was, how far would we actually get?
And would the waterfalls even be accessible?
So we just kept going, not knowing what was ahead.
And honestly, what we found along the way surprised us more than we expected.
And later in the day, it only got better. We're JK and Kim, traveling part-time in our converted Ford Transit van with Tia, our 10-year-old golden doodle. We're sharing real van life after 60. Astoria, Oregon is very famous for the movie The Goonies. We have never seen the movie, and so we're not huge fans, obviously. So we're not doing all the Goonies things here in Astoria. We just like Astoria because we spent our wedding night here, and it was just kind of a fun time. And it was very close to where we used to live in Washington, and the famous bridge that comes into Astoria, and just all the harbor stuff. We just love all of that. So Astoria is always going to be near and dear to our hearts for those reasons.
We left the Oregon coast behind and started following the Columbia River Gorge inland.
The weather had been unpredictable. Everything was really wet yet from a recent rain.
We really didn't have a plan beyond seeing what was open.
We're trying to see something, but look what's come in. Can't see anything. It felt like one of those days where the road decides everything.
For once, we're not the ones holding up the traffic.
Or are we?
And we had a feeling that this day might not go exactly as planned.
Oh, there it is. Stop. Oh. I gotta get out for this one. With all the recent rain, the waterfalls were running strong. You know, the ocean is big, but this is completely different when you're going along a river or a creek or something like that. This is the upper Beaver Falls, and we went and looked at the lower falls as well. It's just beautiful in through here with all the moss and ferns. It's gorgeous. So different.
And we're just getting started. This isn't even the Columbia River area yet. We're stopped at Rainier, not Washington, but Oregon, across from Longview, Washington, and taking in the sights of the Columbia River and having a little bit of lunch.
Tasty. I like the big ships that come down the river. They're my favorite. There's one across the river here loading up on something by the silos and things, and it's just so cool to see these big ships. I love it. Reminds me of the Great Lakes back in Minnesota. But the real scenery hadn't even started yet.
We caught a glimpse of Mount Hood.
It's always impressive seeing that mountain peak from the city.
But today we weren't heading towards the mountain.
How you doing, girlie? Doing okay? At your spot?
We tried to sidestep as much traffic as we could going through Portland, and then we could see the landscape begin to funnel towards the river gorge.
Cool bridge. Oh my word. You forget how much is packed into this region.
Towards the gorge. Then we turned on to the historic Columbia River Highway.
I think this is one of the most scenic drives we've ever been on. Instead of a fast highway, this road follows the cliffs, the river, and the waterfalls.
And once you slow down, you start to notice everything.
This was our first full view of the Columbia River Gorge. And this is just the beginning of what's ahead.
Man, you can see why people stop here.
That's just incredible.
It's just a smaller waterfall tucked into the cliffs.
One of several waterfalls along this stretch, each one just minutes apart.
Ain't it but you, child, taintless heart displays, eyes and mirrors unmeant.
You could really miss this one if you weren't looking.
Ain't it but you, child, taintless heart displays, eyes and mirrors unmeant.
And I bet you bigger ones are still ahead.
Reflecting of space.
As we drove deeper into the gorge, we started to get reports that some of the roads ahead might be affected by mudslides or closures.
And we honestly weren't sure how far we'd be able to get, not really knowing what was open or what we might miss.
So we just kept moving, one stop at a time.
Can't get enough of these waterfalls. That's so pretty. Well, we found a detour due to some landslides, and the road is supposed to be closed up ahead. We're not sure if we're going to be able to see Multnomah Falls, which is one of the reasons we came this direction. So I'm not sure if we're even going to get there. We've seen a couple of great waterfalls up to this point, but Multnomah Falls is one of the most picturesque ones in this region, and we just really want to see it. I just don't know if we're going to be able to. Not to mention, we have no idea where we're sleeping, and it's 5:45. Absolutely no foot traffic. And then we reached one of the most iconic waterfalls in the region. This is the moment everything we've seen today builds towards. Multnomah Falls.
Well, we kind of lucked out. The road closure is just past the falls. So we're gonna sneak over there and get some footage, check that out real fast, and then we're gonna have to turn around and make our way all the way back up the Columbia River Gorge to try to get on the highway and continue east.
Try to find a place to park and sleep tonight too.
Let's go see the falls.
Okay.
We'd seen tons of photos of this famous waterfall, but standing here, there's nothing really to describe it.
And people are walking up on that bridge. I'm not going up there.
Standing there, I could see what the hype was all about. Completely insane. We had to backtrack a little bit because of a road closure, but after a full day in the gorge, we just kept on moving until we found a place to stop for the night. Options were limited and we were ready to settle in. So we ended up at Ainsworth State Park.
It wasn't on the water, but after a day like this, it still felt great. And honestly, once we got here, it felt just perfect.
Ah yes, quiet, lots of trees, right on the water, exactly what we needed. Well, we found ourselves a place to camp for the night.
Yes, it's pricey. Anytime you're a non-resident in a state park, you pay extra, which drives me crazy. Don't get me started on that one. But we did find a spot to park for the night. There was a couple of spots on I-Overlander, but we ended up with that road closure by the falls there, and I think one of the Overlander things was down by there. Just don't know if we would get the knock and just don't want to deal with it. So we paid the $39 to stay here for a night. Very woodsy. We're down for the night. We've got the Cascade Locks tomorrow, which I cannot wait to see.
I'm no good at making small talk. But do you mind if I sit down?
Definitely got coffee going this morning.
Indiana was a long shot.
Wonderful. Not fancy. Well, I like fancy, but I don't want to pay for fancy.
I don't mean to be too bold.
Next morning, we packed up the van and continued east following the Columbia River Gorge. Let's get going.
Would you like some company? 'Cause I'm tired of sleeping on my own. And I've such a long way to go. And you remind me of somebody I know. Can I stay with you a while? Whiskey eyelids weigh me down some. When a smoke-filled dog comes too close. It's these moments where my mind runs from the emptiness of open road.
You don't realize the magnitude and size of this dam until you're basically driving right across it.
It's massive.
Such a long way to go, and you remind me of somebody I know. Can I stay with you a while? Come tomorrow, I'll be gone again. So don't ask me for much. I promise that
Well, we're outside of Bradford Island Visitor Center. We are at the,
Bonneville Dam in Oregon.
right, on the Oregon side of the Columbia River. This is a massive facility. Let's take a look around.
Can I help you? Let me see your ID.
This is one of the props from the water turbines that spun to make electricity here at the Bonneville Lock and Dam. Here, the Columbia River is both a natural force and an engineered source of power. We're at the Visitor Center. We're going to take a look around and show you this huge facility that was built back in the World War II era.
It's amazing.
Let's
and
go.
it's free.
Well, that was very interesting, very informative.
And
Cool.
fun.
And fun. Worth the stop if you're here along the Columbia River.
You want to come during peak season of the fish spawning up the ladder.
Yeah, that was
It's
the
just
only
starting and we
disappointment.
didn't see any fish. So you want to follow those charts that they have and try to come during the peak season. Then you can really see some activity. But super cool to learn about this area and the whole dam and how it all works and the fish ladder. I've never seen a fish ladder before, so that was cool.
Yeah. So onward we go, up the Columbia.
If you're thinking about van life after 60, subscribe. We share the real side of van life every week. This is a perfect stop. It already felt like a completely different landscape. We followed the river through small towns built right along its edge, and each one gives you a slightly different view of the gorge.
But the best views today were still ahead of us.
Huh. I thought there was a lock and dam here at Cascade Locks, but it's a town. And they have a waterfront and they have a marina park, but no lock and dam like I thought that was here.
Yep, converted horse trailer.
One thing that's nice about Oregon and Washington is that they have a bunch of roadside little coffee stands and they're open late in the day. Back home, they close at like 2 o'clock.
No, you're missing out on the I need an afternoon coffee, pick them up to get
Yeah.
through the rest of the day customers.
Yeah.
Coffee, always coffee. Americana for you,
Thank you.
Americana for me.
Cheers.
That's hot.
I gotta take a minute then, huh?
Yours has cold water in it.
Oh. Needs a lot more cold water. That'll be here for a while. Hood River was a great place for lunch, too. We're back on the Columbia Highway, so we'll keep on keeping on, but it turns into another squirrely road. But it is so pretty, and the landscape really has changed from where we were yesterday. Up here, it's a little bit more hardwoods, not as many pines. There's vineyards up here. Just a really different feel than where we were yesterday. Looks like we just got to our overlook somewhere here. At Rowena Crest, the gorge opens into wide, sweeping landscapes.
Yes, you're right. You can see how the Columbia River cuts through everything here.
This might be one of the best views of the whole trip. And walking along the McCall Preserve was fantastic. I was watching for snakes the whole way.
And this was one of those moments we won't soon forget.
Will we make it or won't we? Hang on. How do you feel about that?
So how close was that?
About 1.5 feet.
Oh, that's all right.
I don't know what it's going to be like when you go down the other way. That's stunning.
Passing through the Dalles, the landscape began to shift again. You can really feel it happening.
This doesn't even feel like the same state anymore.
We went from the beach and the ocean to the rainforest and now to this.
That's the thing that we really like about traveling. You really do see the transitions, especially when you travel for a long time. The landscape is just always changing.
By the time we reached Boardman, the gorge felt so far behind us.
Waterfalls in the morning, open country by evening.
All in a single day. Unbelievable.
And that contrast is really what made this route unforgettable.
Guess what? It's not Walmart. It's Love's truck stop.
Not glamorous, but it works.
Waking up, it's gone.
We thought we had seen the Columbia Gorge years ago.
But we didn't know at the time we were missing so much more of it.
Boy, did we ever. This was a fantastic route.
We've got us.
Thanks for coming along with us.
We've got us. We've got us.
Well, we're safe here in Missoula, but every calm minute feels restless.
If you like this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype, and comment below. We love hearing from you. Remember, any day in the van is a good day.